Hello, there's Patricia from Pinky's World, and today I had a wee box to make for a Christmas present. This is for somebody who lost 2 of their wee dogs this year, and I wanted to give them a wee bauble sort of thing for the tree. And this one is from Etsy. I think I got it. Bought it a while back whenever it happened, thinking I'll keep it for Christmas. So anyway, this wee box it has a wee heart window, and I just went made with love, and I used wee tiny made from love here out of this apron of love. Some of you might have it from years ago. If not, put whatever you want. You could put Happy Christmas across it. But I wanted to put a wee window so you'd actually see the wee thing inside. And this is the part that holds it. So it's threaded through here and it opens at the bottom. And the wee ornament will just slide out like so. And it has a nice wee verse and it has 2 paws, because I wanted, one dog was bigger than the other and I wanted that for them. I may or may not put a wee photograph of the dogs in the back. I'll think about that. Not sure how it would look. But anyway, I want to show you how I made this wee box. It could be good for, you can buy these wee things all over the place. Etsy is full of lovely wee ornaments that are flat like that for baby's first Christmas and whatever. So maybe get yourself one if you have somebody like who's lost somebody this year or something. It is a nice wee way to gift it. So I can't get that back in now because I have to feed it through the hole, so I'll do that later. But I only have one anyway, so I'll need this for the next box. I'm only making one of these this year. So what do you need? I have just used scraps of my table for this one. It's the exact same paper as this. It's called Winter Meadows from Stampin' Up. This is a piece of scrap card. It's not even a good match, but I don't actually need this box, so it doesn't matter to me. I used the Spellbinders hearts. This is an old set too. Good, I'll get into it. Ugh. I want these 2 here. This one is just a fraction like smaller, which is perfect for me, and this one is smaller again to fit like so that I can cut it out here. Great idea, I thought. I was all pleased with myself, so just take it from me, it's a good idea. So what you need then to start. Your card needs to measure 3.5 wide by 6.5 long for this wee ornament that measures, just give you a rough idea, it's 2.5 inches, and I think I did the box 2.5 inches square, or you can call it 7 centimeters by 7 centimeters if you're a centimeter person. So okay, get your wee piece of card, cut 3.5 by 6.5 and do a bit of scoring. So I'm scoring at 1/2 inch on both sides. And then spin it round, and we're going to score it at, what are we going to score it at? 2.5, and then 3, and 2 is 5.5. Should have wrote these down, shouldn't I? And then 6 is your next one, but I'm going to have to slide that up because my board only goes to 5.5 there. So I'm going to score it at the 1/2 inch mark. And so you'll have 2 lines here and 1 in the centre. I'm not sure. Scoring done. I could do it automatically, couldn't I? So we'll do our cutting. We're going to cut into, this will be your top end of the box where your heart's going to be. And these 2 here need cut into. So just do as usual. The light is terrible for me because I have an overhead light on. So it brightens up for you, but it just blinds me. Stupid, isn't it? So I'm cutting into those a wee bit. And then down here, the first one, we're going to cut into it. And the last one, we don't need it, and we're cutting in slightly to the bottom. That is your wee closure. So you just want to do that and then repeat on the other side. Just notch in, cut out. Oops, steady. And cut into these center ones. And we can notch them in a wee bit. And these ones here you can actually cut down slightly. Just make them a wee bit shorter so they don't get in your way when you're tucking them into the box. I'm just remembering I forgot to get my acetate out. So I'm just chopping a wee bit off that. So now you can do your burnishing. If I can find my, there you are. So all folding in. As I said, this is your closure. And these are your sides. So just keep burnishing that. So you need 2 wee pieces of paper, as I said, and they measure 2 1/4. No, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. This one is more patterned, so I'm putting this in the back. So this part with this wee lip is your back. So be sure and choose your paper correctly and put it on correctly, because this box will be turning around completely. So you want this to be, your box is going to be sitting like so, and this is the bottom, this is the back, so your paper wants to flow towards the bottom. Every way. What way does that go? I think I'm actually going to put it sideways because it doesn't look like it wants to go any particular way. So that is the bottom. So you want to turn this round now, and you're going to stick your front bit to face you so that it looks nice facing you, and then stick it in place. Oh, I'm at the end of my bottle here. I'll try and get as much as I can out of it. I think I've got it all. Yep, I'm going to get another bottle here. So that's that stuck in place. So you want to put a wee hole in the centre of this, and that's going to be where your wee heart is going to feed through. So I'm going to centre that between that inner square there, just so that it looks good to my eye, and maybe up a wee tiny bit. And then I'm just going to use a pencil and use your strings where they'll be flowing and just mark it. And I'm using this old thing. You could use your crocodile if it fits in. Fold in any wee bits that are in your way to feed it across. If you don't have it, you can use the old-fashioned way of poking a hole in it, and it'll still do the same job. So that's for feeding it up. This is going to be the front of our box. This is the closure, as I said, and I'll show you that later when I'm putting that in. I'll explain it to you later. So now we want to go to the front where our wee window is going to be. Here you can see this is your bottom bit. This is going to be your front window. So you want to set that out, and you want to put your biggest heart in. Make sure your heart's not bigger than your box. Does that make sense? So we need a bit of, I'm going to stick a bit of washi tape to hold that where I think it's going to be fine. Your wee heart will be hanging in behind that, so that should be good. So I'm going to go off and cut this out. So quick mistake, went through too early, and of course my glue splurged out. So make sure you wait till that's dry, or use a drier glue if you have to do it in a hurry. So that's the first heart cut out from here. We're now going to use this wee small heart, and we're going to cut the centre of this one out. So try and get it, you know, so that it looks nice, and oops, stick it in place again, sort of line it up with your points to get a nice wee look of it. And I'm going to run that through the machine. So that's our wee heart cut out for the top of this. I'm going to stamp that in a minute, but in the meantime, cut yourself, oh, where's my acetate? It is here somewhere, I just can't see it. There. Impossible to see. So we want to stick our acetate over this, so you need your acetate to be about 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. This should be square, so yeah. So we just want to put a wee bit of glue, and I'm using this Tomboy glue So you want to go round your edges so that it stays. And don't worry about seeing it through. Once the box closed, nobody's going to see it. Whoops. A bit too far there. And because we know this corner is going to have acetate on it, put a wee triangle in there just to hold it. And a wee dog up here and maybe here. Goodness, we should be using coloured acetate. That's hard to see. So I'm just going to plunk that in there and give that time to dry and get rid of any excess at this point. Let it dry. Just make sure all your points are covered. You can still have plenty of time to slide it about if need be, so that looks alright to me. Right, now we want to stamp, and I have this wee stamp here, and I'm going to go with Lost Lagoon. It's as close, I don't know what colour card that is. It's an old piece, and I just don't know what colour it is. It must be from a few years back, and I've thrown out the guide stupidly. So this is Made with Love, and it just goes in the centre of your wee heart. Hard to see, but use better stuff than I'm using. This is all scraps for me, and it is nicer against the whitish background. So now we want to make up our wee box, and then we'll stick that in place. First of all, we've got to put our wee ornament in. And your ornament is going to sit in the bottom part of the box, feed through there and show through the front. So make sure you put it facing that way. This ribbon came with it, and I might change it up to a nicer ribbon. See what I've got. But you just want to pull it through to where you think it needs to go. So don't do it just yet. I'm going to seal up this box and then do that. So bend those two wee pieces in there, put a dab of glue on them. Why are you sitting there? Are you sticking? A wee dab on each side, and you can actually hold that up so that you're getting a nice wee angle and press that. And that'll give you a good rough idea of where your ornament should be. And you want to stick it this way so that when you bring this down, these are going to fold backwards and cover, you know, rather than the opposite way and these sticking out at the front. So what you need to do now is just put glue on these things, these two side strips. Sure, I'm way too generous with this glue. So you can actually fold that up, pop it in there. That is your closure, and it'll help you put everything in a straight line. So just press those sides, both sides. Get them nice and flat and straight. And then you're going to sort of hover about so that you know how far you want that, and tie a wee bow in it. Or you could tie, well, you could tie a knot if you wanted, but I don't recommend it. Just loosely tie a bow so that you can play about with the depth before you pull it too tight. You just don't want it hanging too low. That looks okay to me. So I'm going to pull that tight and then pull the bow out a wee bit. And if you're fraying like me, use a lighter or something to burn the edges. Seal it off. Now, this is what I was telling you about. You can see a bit of the green from the closure. So you want to set that up, put it on the outside, and put your pencil mark into the center. This may not actually be sitting in the center because you're not working everything out so perfectly, but get a rough guide and then get yourself a nice wee, I'm just going with 1/2 inch of a circle punch here, slide it in and take a nip out, and when you push that back in the bottom, that should not be sewn. Yeah, perfect. So that's what you want to do. Set your bolt nice and make sure that's covered. I think there's still a wee bit there. No, it's actually not too bad. I'm going to leave it. Leave well alone. So now your next wee heart, we want to raise that up. And again, it doesn't matter. Just put dimensionals of some sort on there. You're not going to see them through this. And just be sure you've done your stamping first. And then we're just going to center that in the middle of the box. And you're left with a nice wee box. I think they're cute. I really do like them myself now. And you've got this nice wee silhouette heart, which you could use on a matching card or a tag or something if you wanted. So that is the box with the ornament. Pretty easy. Just measure your ornament up and make the box in the same way. If your box is bigger, if your ornament's bigger and you need a bigger box, just bring out the sizes slightly. It'll be easy enough to make that. As long as you have this inner size is the right size, just add ½ an inch on everywhere where you need it. So, hope that helps you, and I'll catch you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.